Dr. Rahmani, I think there is the other point of view is you can have dignity of expression, but then you see there is something called the rule of the law, the rule of the state. Rushdie is entitled to travelling on a PIO. If that PIO, person of Indian origin card,
itself prescribes the dignity of expression.
Sir, please.
Even the rule of law prescribes the dignity of expression. But we are always forgetting the dignity.
Sir, 1 minute. Tushar Gandhi says something to you. Yes, Tushar Gandhi is saying something.
Why can't it be countered by intellectual debate, by intellectual argument, by proving that Rushdie, what he says is wrong? Why does he have to be gagged and shunned and hounded like this? Why can't there be... Are you trying to say that you cannot counter Salman's opinions by intellectual debate? You cannot face him in a debate and talk to him?
No.
That's why you have to shun him out, and everybody who makes these kind of arguments has to be shunted out.
No, to that
shut out, and
there is a no. Watch it.
Somebody is abusing you. If somebody is abusing you, will you go debate him about his abuses?
No,
this is kind of abuse the Salman Khurshid.
But
Salman
shame him by intellectual
has given
debate.
To all of the community of the Muslim world.
No, but who
so will you argue? Will you argue on the abuses? No. Is it possible? Is it done in this world ever?
Why not? Prove him to be not worthy of that status that he has been given. Prove him to be a sham. Prove him to be an uncouth person. Why is this isolationist thing? Why is this kind of kala pani being imposed?
One sec, Mr. Tailang.
It is proved, but still he is enjoying the freedom of expression, so he can say anything to the millions of the people of the world.
No, 1 second.
And everybody will come to his rescue, and everybody will
do you? No. 1 minute.
And you are saying you go for the debate. What kind of debate?
No, this is a right that we are talking about. We don't care about individuals, sir.
Such people is not.
Now you see today itself, so Mr. Shinde has given an statement and he is not allowed the freedom of expression. Now the BJP says that they will boycott because of his freedom of expression. So what kind of freedom of expression we are talking about?
See, my point is this. One minute. Sohail, before you come in, 1 minute. Can I have a little bit of order? 10 seconds, please allow me to intervene. I'm coming back to you, Sohail. My limited point is this. So what point I'm making? Dr. Rahmani, listen to me. You didn't answer what happened in your hypothetical case which I put. My limited point is this. Sir, 1 minute, sir. If Salman Rushdie comes on a visit to India, makes a single comment, says a single word which breaks public order, offends a religion, he will be bound by the law of this land, and if then the state acts against him, I don't think anybody will stand in the way.
Arnab, this is our patience that we are not creating a scene of law and order. This is our patience.
What does it mean?
This is our patience that we are keeping silent on whatever he did.
What does it mean?
No, it's not about Salman Rushdie alone.
It must be appreciated that we did not make it a law and order problem ever.
No, but you see,
we are democratically secular people.
No, then
that's why we are silent.
You have
but
a right.
It doesn't mean that we are not hurt by his writings.
Anybody has a right to put political pressure on the government to say take away his PIO card. But he has a PIO card. He comes on a PIO card on a non-political activity.
So what?
So you're taking preemptive action. He came last year. Nobody stopped him.
Mr. Zafaryab Jilani has already quoted a law that he can be banned entering this country.
But it is for the state to implement that law. No, what's
those laws into consideration to ban his entry.
Zafaryab Jilani ji, it is for the 1 minute. Zafaryab Jilani, is it or is it not? You are a renowned lawyer.
Yes.
Is it or is it not, Mr. Jilani, for the state to implement that law? I am again and again repeating that point. The state has to officially implement the law.
The state has a right to enforce that law. A state has a right to ban the entry. My entry also has been banned several times. If my entry creates an apprehension, it can be banned in Faizabad, it can be banned in Shahjahanpur. This is always a right available to the administration and police. So if the entry of Salman Rushdie also can be banned in Calcutta, There is nothing violative of the Constitution of India.
There is no official ban in Calcutta, Mr. Jilani. Mr. Jilani, I'm again pointing out here.
You are talking only one thing.
No, Mr. Jilani, I'm again pointing out here, there is no official ban.
Yes.
The West Bengal government has not officially banned Salman
May not be.
Rushdie. This is all, it's all reported.
If the local administration has done something,
Pardon me?
I have also been returned from the places.
No, officially nothing has happened. Officially, Salman Rushdie has not been stopped from coming to Calcutta. It is only in his statement. In his statement.
Sometimes police does so in writing, sometimes police does so in action. This is nothing extraordinary.
No, he is saying.
Don't think that it is going to affect our democracy.
No, he is saying there was a communication that if I flew to Calcutta, I'll be put on the next flight back. I was told. He says that this was at the request of the Chief Minister.
That communication has been given to us also.
But it has to, yours was official communication, this is not.
From Faizabad, from Shahjahanpur.
That was official. That was official.
You will be arrested.
That was official. This is not official.
Yes, only telephonic communication. This police can give
this is
telephonic
the
communication.
reprehensible part of
That
it.
if you land, you will be arrested.
You see.
But Arnav, I am telling that this is the political gimmick of Mrs. Mamata Banerjee. She could have did it by the legal ways.
Arnav, in this age of internet, this
There
is
is no need of the
absolutely
Chief Minister
immaterial
doing
whether
so.
you ban something or not. Salman Rushdie's book is available on 1,000 websites. For God's sake, it's available on 1,000 websites. I think only technology is the only antidote to all the fundamentalists. And they can say all kinds of things, but the thing is that Salman Rushdie's book is banned. Salman Rushdie himself is not banned.
But he can also be banned.
No, but
And he's banned. I mean, who would decide this?
it is one
Government of India has to
But the
make a
government-
decision,
this
and government is not taking it. That's why I am saying that we have compromised our emotions.
Mr. Rahmani's
How can you
censor
ban-
board gave a certificate to Kamal Hassan's film. And what happened to the book?
So
happened
what?
to the film?
Even if the censor
So
board
who
can,
would decide this?
there are courts of law.
the so what
the
is the
same
dangerous
legislation,
here.
the same
So
act
what
has allowed
is being
the state
applied even to the
government stop the
constitution of this
exhibition of
nation.
any film, even if the certificate has been granted
a
to
subject,
that film.
a subject of genuine concern is this, that in a pre-election year,
This is misuse.
that
You
in a
can say
pre-election year,
I don't enjoy the freedom of expression.
Sir,
Do you
I-
mean
I
that?
do some.
Even I have a.
Sir, I do have some
sentiments.
Sir,
I
allow
have
me
my
some
own
expression.
sentiments. I have a right to.
Sir, allow me
complain to
some
the
expression on the
that
news.
I am being hurt.
Mr. Rahmani.
I don't want this thing, and then the state government.
Mr. Rahmani, allow me a little bit, not a freedom, but an opportunity to express myself on the news. Because, please, I am not being given that opportunity here today. My question is very simple, and it's deeper than my question. I'm going to come to London, but my question is this, that Professor Vaidyanathan, it is one thing to face a law and order problem, and the other to talk about a law and order problem, or to generate a law and order problem, or talk about a threat to justify a response. In this case, there was no law and order problem. Even in the case of Vishwarupam, you can say there was some, as Kamal Hassan told me yesterday, there were some bombs found, etc. But in this case, there was no law and order problem. Yet.
But you're underestimating Mamata Banerjee.
No, one second. Yes, Professor Vaidyanathan. No, what Professor Vaidyanathan?
Now the important point is, 2 points. Somebody mentioned about Calcutta being liberal and Calcuttans thrive on Adda and other thing. As an ex-Calcuttan, I can tell it's not fully true. As early as 80s, statesmen have to apologize on the front page, half full page, for writing an article on Prophet Muhammad, which was not acceptable. The whole city came to a standstill. Second point is, if Salman Rushdie
Sir, I must say one thing to you. I must say one thing to you.
If he had gone to
Professor, the syncretic history of a city should never be brought down to one incident alone. Anybody who knows Calcutta knows that the spirit of Calcutta is not just liberal, cosmopolitan, warm, and tolerant.
The way you are cutting me,
and tolerant.
You are not a Calcutta.
And tolerant. The spirit of the people of Kolkata
I'm a
is
Calcutta. We will
tolerant.
ban you if you say anything about Calcutta.
Arnab, Salman should have gone to Calcutta. I wrote an email to him. You go there. Establish the credential that you are for freedom and you are for free speech. 2 things could have happened. They could have put him in the next plane and sent him back. Or they could have arrested. The second one, I am very skeptical because there is no official ban on him. Instead of that, what he did, he went to London and he is sending Twitters. Everywhere, whenever there is a complexity, he doesn't visit, he doesn't stand for his values. I'm sure if he is really sincere about his values, he would have gone to Calcutta, and if he has been touched, if something has happened to him, the whole world would have been protesting. All the bleeding heart liberals would all have marched into Calcutta. But he didn't do that. So to me it appears, this is Deepa Mehta, who is very well known for her publicity stunts, as well as him. Because the organizers are clearly telling we have not invited them. So he should have gone to Calcutta. I would have appreciated him. I would have stood by him. Millions of other Indians would have stood by him if he had gone there.
It's not about
establish his right
it's not
as a
about
PIO.
It's not about
to establish his right as a PIO.
It's not only about.
He didn't do
this
that.
This is just limited. This is not about Salman Rushdie alone. I think it is very, very important to respect all religions and to have tremendous respect for religious sensitivities, and that should apply to Salman Rushdie as well. But it is more important to uphold the law. And that's my question here today.
Expression must be given to everybody.
Yes, sir, it must, but the law must be upheld,
It must not be selective.
Yes, sir, but there is a law which can protect.
Even the Home Minister should enjoy. Home Minister of the country also enjoy the freedom of expression.
That is my next debate.
He must also be granted that freedom.
That is my next debate on the news. Mr. Rahmani.
But there is no law under which he has been banned.
There is no law under which they have been banned. That's exactly the point. My question tonight is this, and I'm wrapping up. I think Tushar Gandhi wanted to make a last point here.
That's why he has been
My bigger concern, sir, at the end of the week is the nature of debate we have had is because somewhere a citizen's freedom of expression is being compromised, by all other kinds of interests in a pre-election year.
No, I think Arnab, as Professor Vaidyanathan called us bleeding heart liberals. We come to television channels and make fancy statements and sound very astute and things, then go back home and enjoy the comfort of home. We don't react to the louds as it should be, and I'm tarring myself with it. I'll go back home, enjoy my dinner, go to sleep. I'm not bothered whether Salman was stopped from going to Calcutta or not. I will not take that action, or Kamal Hassan or MF Hussain was banished. And that is where the loutish element in our society is becoming more and more aggressive and holding our democracy to ransom and making it into a mobocracy.
Well, I think we should at the end of the day upholding the law and respecting religions. I think our country is great enough to be able to do both, even without any political interference. I hope the discussions of the week, we've tried to throw some light on this subject. I hope it gives us some food for thought. But I'm glad on this program we have all points of view. And gentlemen, thank you very much, including those two with whom I lost the link in London. Thank you very much.